Hi guys, I'm here today to talk a bit about our complete shakes because I've had so many messages over the last few weeks asking me about my shakes. As you'll see, I post pictures of my shakes regularly on Facebook, and I just get a lot of interest basically, like what's in my shakes, why do I have what I have in my shakes, what benefits do I get, and how does it make me feel. So I thought I would just share and take this opportunity to share a little bit of info about the shakes with you and why I prefer these plant protein shakes over other shakes that are on other protein shakes that are on the market. So basically, what shall I start with? So okay, I'll start with our shakes. And I'll just do a little bit of a rundown of the two, compare the two. So these are the Juice Plus shakes. They come in chocolate or vanilla. I absolutely love both. I'm totally addicted to them. I was actually having shakes for breakfast for a year before I found these. But it's made, adding just a scoop of this every day has made a huge difference to how I feel and how I perform through the day, and how I sort of recover after exercise, and my general health. So what should I start with by saying? Okay, so these are a complete meal. On their own, they're actually a complete meal. They're perfectly balanced: protein, carbohydrate, and a little bit of fat. All completely balanced, and they are derived from whole food, okay? So they're not synthetically made, they're not full of chemicals, they're not whey, they're wheat, gluten and dairy free. So a lot of other shakes you'll get are actually made of whey. Whey is a byproduct of cheese, so whey is dairy. I personally avoid all wheat and dairy, and I have noticed huge health differences by avoiding wheat and dairy. Just within a week, I challenge you to cut out wheat and or dairy for a week and see and feel how different you feel. It can be pretty amazing. I mean, I used to, before I was introduced to these, I was having 3 to 4 portions of dairy a day, because I thought that was something I should be aiming for. I thought I should be aiming to, have as much dairy as possible for my bones and that kind of thing. I didn't realise there was another way to get calcium into my body. So yeah, these are completely balanced, a meal in itself. However, I always have these for breakfast, and I want a lot of calories, and these are really low calorie. So these are great if just for a snack, or if you want to use them to lose weight. These are really great, but I prefer to have a really big breakfast and a substantial lunch, and then have a really small dinner. So I always add loads of fruit and veg and nuts and seeds and good fats to my shakes, but I keep in mind that I want to keep sugars low and keep my greens really high, and keep fats high as well. So yeah, basically these keep you going all morning. I always have my regular snacks too, but these just make you feel amazing. I have these every day for breakfast, and from breakfast to lunch I feel fantastic. So they're also really good for muscle recovery. I cannot stress this enough. These shakes were originally designed for athletes, okay? They're designed and they're still used today by many athletes, and you can Google that for yourself and see who's using them right now. But I have to say, my running, being on all the Juice Plus products, I've become stronger and healthier and fitter. I've got more stamina, more energy. I'm waking up earlier. I'm getting better quality sleep. I haven't been ill since I've taken the products, and I used to be sick with colds and viruses all the time. There's so many health benefits I won't go into now. You'll see that in another video I've done on my products. But after, I tell you what's really exciting, apart from the fact that these have just helped me run stronger, faster, more frequently, like more decent runs in a week, and just feel like running's like a lot easier. But also it's really cool, like if like I've done sprint sessions in the past, and when I've done sprint sessions, like even just one sprint session a week, and then I have one of these beauties like within sort of 30 minutes after, the next day your legs are just like swollen, like there's so much swell. And like for some of you maybe you're not really into that, but for me, like I think, wow, like I'm building my muscle, and it's quite exciting. It's quite exciting to like, you know, have like leg day, what do you call it, like, you know, legs from leg day, like the next few days you can't walk down the stairs properly, but yeah, with these, like recovery is so much, what do you call it, it's less painful, and you recover much quicker. Like delayed onset muscle soreness is what it is, and these help you recover. So unless you've completely smashed it with like a sprint session or something, you know, you will recover so much faster, but you get that really good feeling like you've hammered your muscles, you've really pushed them, and you've, you know, put all those microscopic tears through them, and then you put the goodness in, which goes straight into your blood and straight to your muscles where you need it, and then you can really feel like your muscles like swelling up from all the goodness, all your energy stores being replenished, and all the tissue basically healing. And that's another thing why I love these are really alkaline. So a lot of other shakes that are on the market, they are very acid forming, so highly acidic, and your body cannot recover, cannot heal in an acid environment. So with your diet, it's best to create like an internal environment within your body that is alkali, and healing happens in an alkali environment, and that is what these are. These are highly alkali. Find another, I challenge you to find another shake that's alkaline. I haven't found one. I have found other shakes, which like protein shakes, which are more like they've gone down the natural route. Like I've tried hemp shakes and other plant shakes. There aren't many to try. I have tried them, and they're kind of okay actually, but then they have like rubbish in them. They're not as pure as these. They don't just have whole food in them. They have like synthetic like rubbish and chemicals and stabilizers and sweeteners and artificial goodness knows what in them, and that's just not really my vibe. So I've felt the best, performed the best, recovered the best, and I love these the best. Yeah, on the shakes. Let me see. So let me just talk you through, just like quickly, another whey protein that we just so happen to have in our house at the moment, which funnily enough has been on the shelf for months because it doesn't get used, because it doesn't really work. Whereas like my shakes just disappear within like, you know, a couple of weeks and every bag's gone. So yeah, we've had different products in our house over the last couple of years especially, and it's not myself that takes these, but one thing that I find really funny is how much like they put so many like technical like lingo on the front of the packet to kind of make you like, to impress you, to draw you in, to make you think that this whey protein has a PhD, so it must be really clever, and it's got all these other funny like words in that nobody will really understand because they're just trying to baffle you with science. That's all these companies are trying to do. This one is an American product. They're trying to baffle you with science, so it sounds really important and you think, oh, it must be really good because it's got all these technical scientific words on that must make a lot of sense. It must be doing me some good, and this actually costs pretty much the same as this. So not per bag, but like I've worked it out per month, they're actually come up fairly similar price. So this is actually quite an expensive shake, but anyway, yeah, I don't understand what's on the front of it. I know that they're just using words for words sake. There's so much scientific like lingo on there, and none of it, if you break it down, if you were to ask a scientist what it means, it probably doesn't really mean a lot of anything. And then when you start reading apart from the fact that also this tastes disgusting, I have tried it, it tastes really rank and synthetic, really overly sweet and just really nasty. It doesn't taste of fruit or veg or anything recognisable, just sort of tastes like nasty sweets. So when I start reading through this, the first 4 ingredients in this are milk. Milk comes up 3 times, and wheat. So milk is something we really want to avoid. Milk is not great for our bodies. We're humans, and we weren't designed to drink cow's milk. So like I say, I feel fantastic being dairy free, and I'm sure most of you will too. So basically the first 3 out of 4 ingredients on here are milk, so we don't want milk or whey, so we want straight away, I'm not really loving this. And then wheat is another one, and wheat is just a really cheap, nasty food that they add to absolutely everything, because I mean, come on, let's be truthful. Whey was a byproduct of cheese, and they were throwing all this whey away, and obviously at some point they thought, hey, we could make some money out of this. Like, someone's got to be stupid enough to pay us some money for this whey. So then they obviously saw the bodybuilding market, like the fitness market, and they were just, throwing it out that way and making loads of money from it. And then wheat just is really easy to grow. They cover it with chemicals. Yes, it's got fibre, and yes, it has calories from obviously it's a carbohydrate, but it doesn't really contain any like vitamins, minerals, antioxidants or phytonutrients that are really nourishing and healing for the body. It's literally just calories for calories' sake, and most of our bodies just really dislike wheat. So then it's got all these really random amylase, cellulase, lipase, protease, telomerase, leucine, and all these really weird words that they've obviously paid a lot of money to patent these words. So heaven knows what it is. But basically, when you look on the back of this one, it's all foods that you recognise. So tofu, chickpeas, rice, soya, apple, cherry, orange, pineapple, cranberry, peach, papaya, carrot, parsley, beet, broccoli, kale, cabbage, spinach, tomato, pumpkin seed, and Norwegian kelp. So on the back of here, obviously I know what all those foods are. I know that they're real foods. It's just whole food grown until perfectly ripe in whatever part of the world that is, in the sun and in good quality soil, and then it's just juiced and dried and put into this pouch. And this is, like I say, gluten free again. So, and then you've got all these random emulsifiers and additives, sweeteners. Yeah, I mean, like sweeteners straight away would give me stomachache. So that's why. Oh, and another thing is basically, this one, for example, says, what does it say? Let me find it. Okay. It gives you 25 grams, it reckons, of protein in one serving. But the fact is, you're just going to pee most of that out because the body doesn't like whey, and the body doesn't really know particularly what to do with whey. It's completely unbalanced. They've tried to shove in loads of synthetically made vitamins and minerals, which are made in laboratories, to try and balance it out so your body recognises it, but you're not going to absorb it. You're just going to pee it out. With this, because it's just actual real food and whole food, so the food works in synergy in your body. They haven't extracted like vitamin C and vitamin A, or made in chemically vitamin C or vitamin A. They've just got a whole apple or a whole orange or a whole papaya or whatever, and they've juiced it and they've put it in. So when you eat that, drink that, when you take it into your body knows exactly what to do with it. Your body recognises it. So these are 98% bioavailable, so the goodness just gets absorbed straight into your bloodstream. So in our shakes, we have 20 grams of protein in our shakes, but you know that near enough that whole 20 grams is going to be utilised by the body. In other like brand names, it could say 60 grams, it could say whatever it wanted, but the body is not going to utilise it, it's not going to recognise it, it's not going to be able to take it on board, and it's just going to pee it out. So it's basically money down the drain. So yeah, we don't have any chemicals or synthetic rubbish or refined sugars or added sugars in here, and the sugar we do have is just carbohydrate. Like, carbohydrate is sugar. I think there's a lot of misconception about sugar. We have no added or refined sugars in here. It's just the fructose that is naturally present in that plant, and you want some fructose because you want to eat carbohydrate. Like, you need a balance of protein, carbohydrate and fat in every meal. You don't just want protein. Like I say, this is a complete meal. You need carbohydrate to replenish your muscle stores, for your brain, for your organs, your systems, for energy. So also, these are totally great because they are perfect if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. All our products, well, the shakes and the premium capsules, you can take all of them while you're pregnant or breastfeeding because it is just fruit and veg, and that is why it is so amazing. It's simple. What else should I say? Yes, so in here you've got 17 portions of fruit, veg and plants. So it's so much goodness. I mean, do you currently eat 17 amounts, 17 different types of fruit, veg and plants? When I say plants, I mean in like the rice, the chickpeas, etc. Do you eat those a day? It's really hard, isn't it, just to get 5 a day quite often. And I used to be really good. I used to eat 10 a day, sometimes even slightly more, but that was like a full-time job. And to be fair, the 10 a day that I was getting, most of them had been flown over green, and they hadn't ripened, they hadn't developed all the amazing vitamins and minerals in the sun, in the soil, in the environment they should have been grown in. They just picked green and unripe. So yes, I was eating a banana, but was I really getting all the goodness that I should have been? Probably not. Whereas all the goodness is locked in these, and it's sort of made on site, like in the country that they grow the product. That's where it's all produced. Yeah, so like I say, these are designed and are used for and by athletes, and you can go onto the Facebook group called Juice Plus Testimonials, and on there's like 160 odd thousand people who are members of that group currently, and there's, well, like nearly a year ago there was at least 70,000 positive testimonials for the product. So go on there and type in shakes, or go and have a read through some of the testimonials, and you'll see all the amazing feedback for our amazing shakes. And yeah, one other thing I wanted to mention is that you can use these, like I said, to lose weight if you want, as a calorie controlled diet, because including your nut or plant milk, they are only around 220 calories, which is really, really, really low, and they're low GI and they're high protein, so they're going to sustain you and keep your blood sugar levels really consistent. That's going to keep you on an even keel and give you like energy throughout the morning or the day whenever you take them. But if you do want to lose weight, these are great because you still feel strong while you're losing weight, because they give your body all the vitamins, minerals, antioxidants and phytonutrients it needs, and protein, carb and fat perfectly balanced. You can basically go out for a run and still feel really strong and really full of energy, or you can go out and smash your day and do your, thousands of tasks you have to do and running around all day, work, kids, horses, etc, 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 and you still will feel really strong, and you'll be losing weight and easily. You're not you're not basically going without. You will be feeling amazing, and the weight will naturally drop off. So I think that's about it. And like I say, also snacks. These are super cool for snacks. So basically, if you're thinking, you know, there's a snack you have in the day, but you find it hard to get protein in that snack, or you just want to mix up your snacks a bit and just have something different for a snack, then these are also great for snacks. And at 220 calories, they're perfect for a snack. So I hope you've learned a little bit about the shakes and why I prefer these alkaline sort of amazing life-changing shakes over whey products. My name's Cara Naylor, and if there's anything else that I can help you with, then please just get in touch with me on Facebook, send me a message, and I cannot wait to speak to you.